Hello folks. So welcome back. Well, it's New Year's Eve and this is quite possibly, well, I would say almost certainly the very last video of 2021, and yeah, just a quick one. So I hope everybody's had a great Christmas time with family and everything, and it's brilliant. But what I wanted to show you today, now this is something I've literally just picked up, and it's going to be a massive improvement over previous things I've got for the channel. So just introducing you first of all exactly as I've got it. This is the 8-man 4K Ultra HD action camera, and it's the model A80, and I've literally just picked this up. Now just give you a bit of a closer look at the box. It's actually quite a nice compact little thing, and this is a total first for me. So this is the first time I would have had it out of the box and had a really good look at it. So bear with me, I'm just going to move the camera so we can have a closer look at what's inside. Right then folks, so just going to get myself sat down comfortably. I'm just going to quickly flip my display around so I can actually see what I'm, make sure that I'm in, what you're seeing is correct. So yeah, so we've got the 8-man 4K Ultra HD resolution action camera. Now I literally just bought this, and by the way, I'm indoors today because it's not the best of days really, and you know, it's just makes us change to be indoors, and so we're going to get this out of the box in a minute. And just to say, first of all, this was a second-hand purchase. Now we all know what it's like, you know, it's a typical after Christmas usually you get lots of unwanted gifts and stuff. Well, I mean, I'm not sure about the history of this, but it was very cheap second-hand, and I've literally just bought it home, and just going to have a quick drink a minute. So right then, so well, those of you that watch my Shed Time Christmas special video will know that I use a similar action camera, but obviously the reason I got this one is because it's able to film in 4K, and it's literally pretty much brand new. Now I think I've been very lucky with this. As I said, it was very cheap, and very happy with it so far. Just a quick look at it, and I've not really had time to take it out of the box, but as you can see here, it comes in a nice box, and when we open the box, we've got, first thing is, now I think I've been very lucky here because I've actually got a brand new mini SD card, which is fantastic. Okay, so 4 gigabytes, bloody hell, that's a big one. So just going to pop that down for a second. Well, next of all then, we take it out of the box, and we can see straight away that we have this nice hard, sort of semi-hard, soft case for it. And I'm just going to move the cardboard box out of the frame a minute. So right then, so when we open the box, I think it's the other way around. Yeah, opening the box now, and this is going to be quite interesting because I've not had a previous look at this yet, so I've no idea what we've got. And we open it up, and first thing is, that stands out is this wonderful carry case for it, which is great. I'm just going to see if we just move the camera slightly. There we go. And we've got your usual action camera accessories. We'll have a look at them in a minute, but obviously it's going to take too much time to go through every single one. But first of all is we've got one of these, which is quite familiar. Obviously the waterproof housing that we've got there. And I noticed, interestingly, the clasp that holds it together isn't attached to this one, but I'm sure it's probably in the box already. And it really does look like this has had very little use, if any, and it's brilliant. We've got the attachment for it there, which is just loosely clipped together, so I think may have been used maybe once or twice, if that. And we're just going to go through the box, and obviously we've got the usual little clamps and quick release bolts that we are accustomed to. That's interesting. Also got this looks like a bulldog clip. It's a quick release bulldog clip. Now it's a shame really, because I think the light is quite bad in here, but we'll do our best and see how we get on. But yeah, so we've got that. I'm just going to pop it back in because I don't want to misplace things. So then we've got obviously another sort of attachment and stuff, and what we've got is the handlebar clip, okay, handlebar clamp for mounting to any sort of tubular frame, which is really interesting. And then we've also got the bit we want to see, folks, is the main camera itself. Now I'm going to see if I've got a light function on here a minute. Nope. Yeah, nope, not that one. Oh, I don't know if that's any better or not, but yeah, so we've got the main camera unit itself here, and it's pretty familiar to me, obviously, because it's got pretty much the buttons are in the same place to my other action camera I've got as well. And we've also got, rather interestingly, if I can free it from this little housing a moment, which comes out of there pretty much like that. And so we've got our little action camera. Now I'm pretty sure that it's almost identical size to the one I've got previously, but I did notice one thing: it's actually got a larger lens on it, which appears to be like a sort of a fisheye style lens. Sorry, and I've turned it the right way up. So we should have then on this one the battery compartment. Now I'm not sure if there is an additional battery that comes with it, but I'm going to try and open this up a minute if I can. Not quite sure. As I said, this is a total first for me. Oh look, there's a battery inside it, folks, which is amazing. There doesn't appear to be an SD card in it, but I think I've got a brand new one to go with it. So yeah, we've got the battery. It's lithium ion, and I'm not quite sure the voltage. Was it 1050 milliamps, 850 watt hours. So yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm going to put that back in there a minute, which is great because unlike my other little action camera, which I've been using right up to now, then it only has the one battery, which is in the past has proven to be a bit awkward because I've been out filming and whatever, and I've had battery. Now experience with my other camera would tell me that you've usually got about 40 to 50 minutes of filming on these small things, but I think this one is a bit more. And the good thing about it is we also have a spare battery. Okay, this one comes with a spare battery, which is brilliant, and that's going to be a major bonus. So we'll be able to carry a battery around with us as well, in case, so we can do extended filming with things as well. So I'm going to have a quick look at some of the other accessories. I'm not going to get too involved really, but we're just going to first of all just go through it very quickly. We've got the sticky pads as well here, and there appears to be some form of wire lanyard in there as well. I'm not too sure what that's all about, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. And we've got the usual charging cable. So he's got mini USB on one end and full size USB there, which is great. And we've got what appears to be a cleaning cloth for lens cloth of some sort, an empty bag there, but I think something probably slipped out of it. We've got more of these brackets, and they're always useful. And we've got, well, the usual head straps and things that you're familiar with these small action cameras. I think that one looks like some kind of helmet strap or whatever, and a few loose accessories in here as well. Now it is surprising how much you actually get in these little cameras. I mean, this one is absolutely stacked out for you know, accessories that come with it, all kinds of other things. Now I think that's the clamp for the waterproof box to keep it closed, and one or two other attachments. We've got spare bolts, and you know, I'm pretty certain that these are going to be compatible with my other accessories as well that I've got with the camera. So you know, it's pretty good. We've got some small cable ties in a bag there. I'm guessing these are all bits for securing to a helmet or a hat or another way of wearing it. Now that's interesting. We've also got another door. I think this is like a spare door for the waterproof compartment. Okay, so that's quite interesting. I've not seen that before. Comes with a spare door. It's got the film protector on it as well to stop it being scratched. And what other things have we got in here? We've got a what appears to be another plastic mount as well, another bracket. So and a couple of loose nuts and things. You know, one of these little nuts. These are little self-locating nuts you can top things up with, tighten things up with. We've got an interesting rubber grommet as well. Now I haven't had time to read through the instructions and find out much about this so far, but I think we're looking like, yeah, it's just the instruction manuals left in there now. And we've got, you know, this is obviously a warranty card, you know, so we've also got an instruction manual as well, and it looks like it's actually in English, which is makes a change, you know. So I think really what we're going to do then, we're going to cut to the chase, and I'm not sure if there's any charge in this at all, so it's a total first for me. So I'm going to attempt to switch it on anyway. So here we go then. No, it's looking like it's flat. Okay, that's fine. We can put that on charge later. And of course as well, I've yet to actually fit the new mini SD card. So I'm reckoning maybe I haven't checked the battery compartment, but I'm not sure if we've actually got anything, any life in the battery. No, I don't think this has been used for a while anyway. So, but it'll be interesting. So, you know, we'll definitely charge that up. What I might do actually is try the other battery, which I'll do quickly. If I can free the battery compartment. And it looks in really good condition actually. So I'll be back in a minute and we'll see if we can get this little camera up and going. Right then, so I switched on the little camera and I changed the battery basically. I think one battery's completely flat and one has still got some it's a bit of life in it. So it's saying the battery's low anyway, so what I'll do is I'll give these a thoroughly good charge, you know, before I start using them. So obviously then I think one is going to be the mode low power. It keeps saying to me low power. That's a bit of an odd one as well. Now I've done a bit of research about this camera before I bought it, and I've also figured out that it although it says it's a 4K camera, it doesn't film quite in 4K, if you know what I mean. So it's just slightly below that. Now I know from speaking to other YouTubers as well that basically, you know, 4K recording actually uses a hell of a lot of memory on your SD card. Now obviously this one doesn't have an SD card in it at the moment, but the intriguing thing to me about this one is, I'm just going to switch it off because I think the batteries are quite low, and the intriguing thing about this little camera is as well, now it also, one of the features that is important to me as well, it also has a digital image stabilization, which is pretty impressive as well. I mean, the display isn't touch screen or anything, but that's one of the features, one of the reasons why I like this little camera. That's one of the reasons why I was keen to get this. And you know, it's a lower end action camera. I mean, I'm not sure if it's well, I wouldn't have said it's going to be anything near a GoPro or anything like that, but basically to look at it, it's almost identical to the camera that I was using before, my other little action camera, which is a pretty basic function. Now I know it will do various modes as well. Apparently this one is will do night mode. Also the resolution is changeable as well. I think it goes just up to just below 4K, as I think most action cameras do. I don't think there are many that, you know, budget action cameras that will actually record to fully 4K, but you know, overall it looks like it's a quality little item anyway, and it's got this case with it as well, which is amazing. Now obviously when I bought my other action camera, which I will just reach for very quickly, and as you can see, I made this little bracket for it as well. Now I'm just going to take this out of there a minute and you know, just give you a comparison of size. Now it's pretty similar, obviously this camera being my existing camera and this one being there. Now when I compare the two, they're obviously a different brand, you know, but it appears that the lens on this camera is considerably larger than the lens. I'm just going to see if I can put my little light on again. There we go, so I can bring a bit of light on the subject. So we've got you know, similar dimensions, okay, almost exactly the same width and size as well, and yeah, in terms of display as well, we've got what appears to be identical size display on both cameras. Obviously the one at the bottom being the 8-man, and a few physical differences. We've got the orange on-off button, a different shape on-off button, but you know, from what I've read about this, the 8-man camera, is it really does make my existing little action camera look like something from the Stone Age. Now obviously this is a very, very basic little action camera, and it's had a hell of a lot of use, and just recently I've started to notice with some of my videos that maybe the image quality is maybe not quite as sharp, okay, as something with higher resolution on it. But also the interesting added bonus with this one of having the image stabilization, which is great, which means it's going to be possible to actually use this little camera without necessarily using the gimbal, which is good. So opens up quite a few different possibilities as well, and for filming and stuff. Maybe I can just literally go out and take this with me, and not much else, to be honest. So you know, it's going to be interesting anyway. And as I said, I've only just got this video, so I really don't have any idea about how it's going to perform or whatever. But in the new year, we are going to be going out doing a bit more filming, and I really am going to put this little camera to the test. Now it was very, very cheap, just to stress that to begin with. You know, I mean, it was nowhere near the price that it was new. I think these cameras, these little action camera kits, from what I've seen on well-known websites and stuff, you're looking at about, I think these were priced at sort of £80 downwards, and you know, I by no means did I spend anywhere near that much money. It's a very, very cheap purchase, this was. And of course, you know, if it hadn't have been for Christmas and being fortunate enough to be gifted a few pennies, then obviously that's the only reason that I was able to purchase this anyway. And hopefully it's going to be a sound investment for the channel, and I'm really looking forward to taking it out there and putting it through its paces, and hopefully I'm really hoping it can make some amazing videos. So you know, it's all about improving equipment, and of course ultimately the quality of the videos and stuff. So you know, it's going to be interesting to see what this little camera is going to do, you know, and hopefully in forthcoming videos we will actually start using it and filming with it as well, which would be brilliant. So overall then, I am quite impressed with this little camera. And you know, the thing that does it for me is the appearance of it, and it looks like it really is a quality product, a quality item. And of course I was extremely lucky to get this brand new unused mini SD card with it as well. 4 GB, that's pretty massive, to be honest. So you know, and the good thing is as well is I will still be able to use my existing little action camera, and you know, that's going to be still come in handy for various things. But obviously, you know, I think moving on to the technology, then, you know, improving and increasing memory and stuff, and, you know, hopefully ultimately film quality as well, then you know, it's about time that we had something else, another avenue to go down. So this is going to be all new for 2022 then, and we're going to give this a really good charge, and of course go through the accessories carefully, and we're going to be doing our best to you know, make as much use of this as possible, and be interesting to hear any feedback from future videos as well, and hopefully then, so we're onwards and upwards. So it's the 8-man 4K Ultra HD action camera, and it's the model A80, and it's just reaffirmed really what I already know, which is basically, you know, there are some amazing bargains out there, folks, and you know, it's, I guess it's a lot of the time it's all about being in the right place at the right time, but you know, it's a wonderful time of the year, always is, to acquire, you know, some real bargains, and I'm very, very grateful, you know, obviously for finding this as well, and it's great. So we'll just do then a quick hello and goodbye, folks. So that's it then for 2021, and really hoping that everybody has a great time tonight and a safe one as well, and we'll just have a quick drink to the new year. So here's to 2022 and future videos, and happy new year, folks.